I've taken these two from the Crown Bird 4-pack, and I have adhered them to cardstock that I have that is just, you know, scrap cardstock. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be clean cardstock, and I've just used a glue stick to do this, but you can also use decoupage medium. And this is going to prepare, I like to have stuff like this in my toolbox so that when I'm doing a junk journal, I have some ephemera ready to go. Like, I won't have to stop and do this step during you know, when I'm putting things in pockets or when I'm making pockets, because this could be a pocket, this could be a tuck spot, this could be part of a belly band. Like if you had something underneath it, it would be part of a belly band. It could be a peekaboo. It could be all kinds of different elements in your journal. But at this point, you know, I will have I'll have this in my stash. Then if I want to add stamps to it, if I want to add words to it, I can customize that for whatever journal I'm working on, but these will be ready for me. This is a fussy cut piece of decoupage paper from the Decoupage Queen Bright Ideas page. This is just an embossing folder. I do not have an embossing machine, but there definitely needs to be some more interest in this. So I'm going to take a piece of sandpaper, anchor this down to the embossing folder. And then I'm gonna sand to get some of this image. That just creates a little bit more depth variation there. I'm still not completely thrilled with it, so I think that I'm gonna do a stamp. I do like how that kind of cover, you know, follows the curve of his face. And because there's a green background and I put green on his eyes, I'm just gonna do this in green. We'll see if we like it. Thinking it might be a little bit more subtle that way, yet still add something. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so now this piece of ephemera is ready to go into my stash and be used in a junk journal. I think I am going to add one more stamp. Just right here. You know what? I'm gonna do dark brown instead of black. Yeah, there. That is pretty subtle. Then, you know, if I do a certain, whatever journal this ends up in, I can have some words there that go with the journal's theme. So one of the reasons that I like to do this is because when you have a lot of scrap bits and pieces of your papers left over, it's really hard to keep track of what you have. So you may not even know what you have. So if you would periodically go through, and I have a lot, you will utilize it and not waste it. There's been a lot of times that I'm looking for a particular thing. I'm pretty sure I have it. I can't put my hands on it right when I want it. So I just will use another paper. So I might have multiples with pieces out of them. So I try to go through and make ephemera beforehand and use up my scraps and my bits and things like that. So I pulled out several different scraps that I have here. This is the Bright Idea paper, which is what this is from. So I kind of feel like it might be a coordinating item to do one of these on another tag. So let's start with that. I'm gonna fussy cut it and then I'm gonna adhere it to a piece of cardstock. So I feel like this tag is still missing a little something, and I do believe this gentleman is going to fit the bill for that. So this light bulb is from the Bright Ideas decoupage paper, and this date is from the Antique Rose Scrapbook set. So now we've got this one and this one. Okay, so we have got two tags. This is utilizing the Bright Ideas decoupage paper, and the date up here is for the Antique Rose decoupage paper. So I feel like these kind of have a steampunk vibe. If I ever do a steampunk journal. Then we have the two birds. These could be pockets, tucks, journal cards, because the back of these is pretty generic. And then these two, Alice in Wonderland, cards that could be from old book pages, and they could be anything, probably a tuck spot or a pocket. This is utilizing the Checkmate stencil from Decoupage Queen, and Pentart Antique Bronze, the new color of acrylic paint, which is really pretty. And then this, of course, is from the Crown Birds 4-pack. So at that point, what I do is I have these little little pieces. And I don't keep every little piece, but like that right there is a nice flower and can be layered with something. You know, I have this little teapot thing that's full of littles like that. And in my stash here, I have where I've put together things like this that can be added to the top of these larger ones that I just made. And this is from the Antique Rose again, and then I think underneath there is one of the Damasks. This little guy again, and another of the Antique Rose ones. Take those, and as your as this becomes your tuck spot, then this could just be paper clipped onto it. So this kind of thing just gives you a head start when you're putting your journals together. And also, you know, when you are maybe you're in a creative slump, maybe you're in between projects, this is a really great way to use up your scraps. Stay motivated, stay creative when you don't have an actual project. You can utilize all of this stuff and then have things in your stash for when you need them. Okay, I thought I would just go ahead and show you. This is kind of my stash of finished ephemera. So that's where I will file these that I did. And these, let's see, how many did we do? 2, 4, 6. These 6 items that we did, I did them in an evening, you know, so it doesn't take long, and you get to be creative and you get to have some fun, cool items in your stash. Some of the things that I have in here, this tag, this kind of shabby chic, this is all scraps that I just laid on there and then trimmed off. And here on the back is just like a little tablet on a piece of cardboard. And then obviously this is just a junk mail envelope. So there you have something like that. The possibilities are pretty endless on these types of things, using your scraps or one-off pieces. And these are getting ready to join them. So good luck. I hope you guys learned something. I hope that you seen some possibilities, maybe some things that you hadn't seen before, or just a way to ensure that you are using up your bits and pieces so that you don't forget what you have in your stash, and don't let it go to waste. You don't have to throw it out.